What's up, guys? It's Jeff with I Download Blog, back with Ask Jeff episode number 7. Yes, indeed, number 7, baby. And we're back. Let's get right down to it. First question up for bid is, Jeff, do you have a wife? What an interesting question. 65 people thumbed that question up. So obviously a lot of you guys are interested in this answer to this question. And yes, as you can see from the ring on the finger, she put a ring on it, folks. She put a ring on. No, I'm just playing. Yes, I am married happily, and I have a lovely wife. So thank you for asking. Next question is, let's see what we have here. Thanks, Jeff. Great video like always. How did you get the Google Music app? Well, first of all, I'm a member of the Google Music beta. But all you need to do is open up Safari, go to music.google.com. Then you log into the Google Music beta if you're a member of the beta. Then you see something that looks like this, where it has all your music. You have to upload all these tracks to the cloud. Then you just go to your share button, select add to home screen, and then rename it to whatever, Google Music, if you choose to do so. And we'll just finish renaming that. So once you rename it to Google Music, you just tap add in the upper right hand corner, just like that, and you'll notice the Google Music logo for the app right there on your home screen. So that's how you do it. Pretty easy stuff, pretty straightforward. Next question. Hey, I know this might be random, but do you like Xbox or PS3? Honestly, I really don't have a preference. I actually had both systems, but I no longer game much. I do have a Wii now, but I no longer have either. If I had to choose one, I guess I would choose the Xbox, just because, I don't know, it seems a little better. Jeff, how old are you? 65 people wanted to know that. I'm 30 years old. I just turned 30 this past month, so thanks for asking. 30 is the new 20. Next question. Do you use a screen protector on any of your iDevices? If so, how much do they affect the touch responsiveness? Good question. I actually do use a screen protector, but only on the rear of the device, and as you can see, it's quite scratched up here. That's not actually my device that has scratches. As you can see, the part without the screen protector is pretty clear without any scratches. I just use it on the back because I'm always setting the phone down on the back. I just know it can possibly scratch it. Now, as far as the front of the device, I never use it. Well, I used to use a screen protector. I used to actually stand by my use of screen protectors, always recommend them, but I can't do that anymore because the touch responsiveness is impacted, and you really just don't need a screen protector on the glass on the front of the iPhone, in my opinion. So, no, I don't use a screen protector anymore. Next question. Hi, Jeff. Greetings from Poland. I'm a PC user. Should I move to Mac and why? Well, of course, you know what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say yes, move to a Mac. But obviously, that's a personal decision. Now, the reason why it is beneficial to move to a Mac, especially if you have an iDevice, is because these things were designed on Macs. The apps were designed on Macs. So it's going to be a more cohesive experience. And plus, you're going to get all the betas and things like that early with a Mac. But, it's a personal decision. Get a Mac. Next question is, hey, Jeff, love your videos. So what are your favorite features on iOS 5? My favorite features on iOS 5, number one is iCloud. I've touted this before, iTunes Match. It's really amazing to be able to have all your music in the cloud and just be able to play it whenever you want. That's one of my favorite features. Of course, Wi-Fi syncing is another amazing feature that us jailbreakers have enjoyed for quite some time. And just, there's many other features that iOS 5 provides, but those are my top two by far. So looking forward to having the final version here in a few weeks. Hey, Jeff, since when has I Download Blog started and when did you join? Okay, thanks. I Download Blog has been around for quite some time. Sebastian started a blog years ago. I just joined about a year ago, so I've been working with IDB for about a year. But recently, and this is sort of, I guess I'm breaking this news here on Ask Jeff, so you guys get the latest and greatest scoops before anybody else does. But recently, I started working full-time for IDB. So this is my actual full-time gig right now. So you're going to find a lot of cool stuff coming up in the very near future. So stay tuned and spread the word about, I Download Blog. Spread the word about this YouTube channel. Let everybody know how much you enjoy these videos if you do. So help us out here, folks. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, next question is, Jeff, where do you see the iPhone in 3 years, to be specific, in terms of iOS versus jailbreak? That's a very interesting question as well, because, Apple has done a lot to try to thwart jailbreaking. Not only have they, continued to release updates that close out these exploits, but they with the latest version of iOS 5, they've actually taken a lot of the features that people jailbreak for in the first place, and they baked them directly into the latest version of iOS. So that's another persuasion tactic to keep people from jailbreaking. But what Apple doesn't realize is that the more features they add to iOS 5, the more opportunities arise for jailbreakers to improve on those features. And that's one of the most compelling reasons to jailbreak. And you know, Apple has a history of liking to control their devices, and that's fine and dandy, but there are going to be some people who will always want to have more control over the device that they own. And for that reason, jailbreaking will continue to thrive. It'll continue to exist even with iOS 5 and beyond. So good news for all of us who like a little more control. Next question, Jeff, the iPad 3 and iPhone 5 are coming up fast. How long do you think before we'll see a jailbreak? Well, the good news is that at the recent Migrate Fest jailbreak convention, which is now called Jailbreak Con, it was unveiled that there are several exploits that have been found in iOS 5. So that probably means what we'll see is a pretty quick turnaround time for the iOS 5 jailbreak for the current devices, the iPhone 4, 3GS, etc. Now, as far as a jailbreak on the actual iPhone 5 or whatever the next iPhone is going to be called, that's a whole nother question for a whole nother day. I'm not sure when we'll see that. It could be soon, or it could take a while, just like the iPad 2 jailbreak. Now, of course, there are already jailbreaks for iOS 5, but they are of the tethered variety on the current devices. So I'm, of course, talking about an untethered jailbreak, which is the most desirable of all jailbreaks. So, folks, that concludes this week's episode of Ask Jeff. If you enjoyed this episode, please just do me a favor and share this link with one extra friend. Spread the word about our channel and our blog. Again, if you have a question, then you know what to do. Look below, ask your question in the comment section. Let me know what you think in the comment section, folks. This is Jeff with iDownload Blog.